Folks, I'm Taliesin Phoenix and I'm a storyteller. I love stories, as you might imagine, because I think stories are important to us as people. They're what bring us together, they teach us about each other, they teach us to be compassionate for one another, and sometimes they titillate us a little. But that's not this show, that's later and it's in the pub.
Today, I'm going to tell you a story.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, I am Taliesin Phoenix, storyteller, bard, shaunchai, liar. All those words mean the same thing.
Allow me to introduce you to the Magical Liar's Hourglass. This is the Magical Liar's Hourglass. It is a liar's hourglass because it only keeps track of 7 minutes at a time. It is magical because it never runs out of sand. Trust me.
I say I love stories, but there was a time before stories. Before we had this magic that we could do together as people.
Now Hephaestus saw this Prometheus, this hero, this titan, this thief. And he knew that the king of the gods would be angry. And his vengeance would be swift and sure. But Hephaestus is the god of craftsmen and the craftsman of the gods, and we humans are nothing if not crafty, and he had no small love for us. And what's more, Hephaestus ain't no snitch. So he took himself back to bed knowing that the king of the gods can be just as angry tomorrow morning. The sky lightens again from deepest black to blue to purple, orange and red and yellow, and finally, in yet another impossible sunrise, it comes up white, blazing hot, and just as it crests over every horizon in that impossible desert, beyond space and outside of time, out of the sand bursts again the phoenix, again in flame, dripping from its wings of silver and gold and crimson and purple. And he walked into the underworld until he reached the shores of the great river Styx, the river across which only the dead spirits may go. And there he met Charon, the boatman of that river, who carries the souls across. And Charon held up his hand, his skeletal hand, and he said, "Stop, Orpheus, I know your loss, but I cannot carry you across. I know your quest, but it is forbidden." And Orpheus was determined. He would not be stopped. And he drew forth his lute without saying a word, and he began to play a song such as he had never played. A song of determination and will and loss and despair. A song of hope.
So, I've told you a couple of very old stories that have been around for a long time, and stories that I've borrowed and appropriated and sort of rethought.
This is called Walking Story. As I walk atop the remains of cliffs, I hear a story filled with broken, jagged edges that give mute testimony to a sundering.
But that is another story.
Hero, but that, I'm afraid, is another story.
Now, I think I am just about out of time, sadly. Though there are many other stories I might use to tell you
The living. You've all been wonderful, and it's been such a pleasure to have you here. I have been Taliesin Phoenix.